But speaking of being an anime princess, like ever since the first episode, not maybe the first time I was here, I have been doing the anime judge of Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So still this year, I just did my part. I mean, we are still the round one process of trying to do the nomination. I just did that last night.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Oh, for this year's Crunchyroll Awards?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
For 2024.
Oh, any spoilers are allowed?
Well, but every year is different. Every year their voting system changes or judging system changes. And last year, last year they made it clear that anything after October is not going to be counted because it's just too soon.
The recency bias,
Right now, we're filming on October, is it 15th? Just when we start nominating, a fall season starts. It's still fresh in the memory when an actual voting starts, but it's kind of unfair to start judging.
Yeah, I guess that's why the Oscars wait till like February.
Right?
Exactly.
The full year can be done.
So,
Well, I remember the previous Crunchyroll Awards. There were some awards where, like, a season had not even finished before the judging process started, just because you have to start it a little bit early. But in December, the full anime season still hasn't ended yet.
Yeah,
so.
when you guys are co-streaming Crunchyroll Anime Award, it actually happened. Like Jujutsu Kaisen won, and you guys' reaction was, it's too soon. Like, instead of like, Jujutsu Kaisen, like, we feel like it's too soon. Because that was full anime.
Maybe I'm controversial here. I just don't think fans should be allowed to vote. I think as fans, and I'm speaking as a fan myself, we fucking suck at voting. Like we own, like most fans watch maximum like less than 10 anime a year. And so it's kind of then unfair to go through all of this judging process where, I mean, because you watch a lot of anime. I feel like you keep up with everything. And you go through this careful process of picking the perfect nominations, and then everyone's like, well, I watched Jujutsu Kaisen this year, so I'm going to click all of them.
Because that's the biggest difference, right? Is that like judges are looking at these shows in a much more critical lens, right? Because they know that that's coming up. Whereas like the average Jujutsu Kaisen fan isn't like looking at Jujutsu Kaisen and being like, well, let's dissect as to why exactly it is the anime of the year. Like, no, they're just fucking enjoying the show, right?
But so obviously the reason why they do fan votes is because you get engagement on social media, website clicks, and all this kind of stuff, and fans get involved. And they can play each other.
I mean, I think there is a good balance that could be had because on the opposite side of things now, you have like the Oscars, which is the complete opposite of this, and
it's getting better.
It's getting better.
But they also
since the Chris Rock slap, that's start coming back up.
That was the best content.
But I feel every year they're also just huffing more and more copium, being like, no, we have to make it diverse. No, more diverse. No, more diverse. And it's like, all right, just don't stop thinking in the meta game and just like, pick what you think was actually good.
Because when you have it to like a closed group of judges, like the Oscars is, it kind of becomes just politics in the end.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
And it's, you literally have films being made that's their entire marketing campaign. It's just, let's appeal to the Oscars.
Yeah, Oscar bait.
I would argue the value of the Oscars is because it's so prestigious, because it isn't a fan vote. If it was a fan vote, it would be like fucking Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards. I mean, I feel like the reason why it became so prestigious is because, the history of it, but because it's like you're appealing to certain people. And you're kind of, I don't know, there's a whole...
But I mean, it's getting less and less, I guess, important.
What do you think about the Game Awards then? Because
the Game Awards.
That's like fan voted, but that's like a very, very small percentage, which I think
they figured
is
it out. I feel like the Game Awards has got a great balance. I feel like the Game Awards, I don't think anyone ever leaves the Game Awards thinking, man, X and X got robbed. I think a lot of people last year were very happy with how it all turned out. It is what it is.
And for the nomination process, I try to actually pick names like, I try to have a variety. Just because it's a nomination process. It's not judging. No, it's not voting process. Voting is going to be popularity contest, no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
So I try to name so many shows. Like for each category, I want to name like different shows. Then last year, the Anime of the Year kind of like got nominated for like so many different categories, and I was like, I couldn't help it. I got so, I don't know.
How many of you nominated?
Disappointed.
Like you did the judging last year. How many nominations that you put down actually came up as like the final nominations?
Well, obviously you can guess some, right? You can guess some. It's gonna make it, like for sure. Like like a Spy Family or Attack on Titan. Like, this year, probably Oshinoko is definitely nominated for a lot of categories. And they deserve that actually, but. Like sometimes it's about marketing in the West. Like I was so disappointed that I couldn't see summertime render in not even like
that's 'cause it was
animation.
on Disney
or-
Plus,
Yeah, I
so
know,
nobody
right?
watched it.
Voodoo
Yeah.
or Disney Plus, and
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
wow, it hasn't been noticed. And
Yeah,
Damn.
I think the problem is right now, and because I've been asked to be a Crunchyroll judge before, and I just remember thinking, I don't I don't know how I come out of this with
Right.
like being happy, you know,
right.
because the problem is right now is that there are just too much like anime, even for a judge to watch.
Yeah.
Like even I, and I'm sure yourself, we try to watch as much as possible, but
Yeah.
even so, there's probably some shows that people have missed
Right,
along the way.
unnoticed.
Carl's like, what do you mean I can't nominate 50 isekai shows? Like, this is bullshit.
Actually, I just want to nominate one at this point. And
One?
that's all I want. But
Yeah.
who won Best Fantasy? Fucking Demon Slayer won Best Fantasy last year. I'm not
That's
even
true.
joking.
Which is so cap. So
Fancy,
cap.
yeah.
I feel like if I was the producer and I saw that, I would be like, guys, hit me out. How do we fuck this down?
Yeah.
I'll do a pro gamer move and change the
They
results.
try to like have different categories each year, and this year I saw it went a little bit technical. Actually,
Oh, really?
Lately, or I think the understanding is if they have a good sakuga, like key art,
yeah.
it's like best animation, right? Usually you pick them for best animation, but this year they added not just best animation, but there is like a best art direction and best cinematography. And like, so
Yeah, I don't
three
know- I
art
don't know how
categories.
fans-
Like, oh well, how
anime
do we
fans can't-
differentiate? Yeah, it's too
anime-
technical.
The average anime fan does not know the difference. They don't.
You can't have like a best editing category for fans because they don't fucking pay
I know.
attention to
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean? Like this is why in other things that's you have a
That's
committee.
not going to
that
make a
decides.
difference. They're still
Right?
going to vote fucking Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's just 2 more awards for Jujutsu Kaisen. Like,
So hopefully we see like different names for each category. Probably.
yeah, hopefully.
You can fancy it up, but if it's still like a fan vote, it's
Yeah.
still always going to be skewed towards the popular vote, which
Right.
I think even like especially now in the anime community, there has never been such a bigger gap between, let's say, shonen and everything else.
Yeah.
You know, like
Totally.
the popularity gap is like insane right now, especially with how big. Like I think One Piece is getting close to like mainstream now. You know, it's getting close to that level of popularity. But
sure, yeah.
like it's kind of like the same level as like back when Marvel and comic books started to get
Right.
popular. It was like Marvel, and then every indie comic like it made Marvel more popular, but every indie comic scene, everything comics outside of just the big two was just like unheard of.
Yeah,
you know.
forgotten
Yeah.
for sure.
What shows have you enjoyed this year then that you have nominated?
I actually, I decided to binge watch One Piece from the beginning this year. And it's still
Wait, what?
sitting
Hold
out.
on.
I know it's taking forever.
Yeah, no shit. It's like 1,000 episodes.
I know. Yeah,
Wait,
I know, because you start watching. Like, remember when One Piece started? That was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
we were
Yes.
still babies, and we were still kids. I don't remember like watching everything, so I was like, "Why don't I start from the beginning?"
Yeah, but the first couple of arcs are rough.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to sit
Yeah,
through.
reading the
Yeah.
first 200 chapters it was tough. It was slow.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine watching.
And but
Yeah.
I'm caught up on manga, so at least like some part I can kind of skim through. Like what's coming
Yeah.
already,
Yeah.
and it does get better animation wise. Like from the end of Whole Cake Island and Wano Kuni, like
Yeah,
oh
Wano Kuni,
wow,
like the animation upgrade was insane.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But that's like 700 episodes in
They're
or something
gonna
like
they're
that.
gonna remake that anime one. Day.
Yeah.
They're gonna do the Hunter x Hunter
Oh.
treatment on it. And
Yeah,
fix it
probably.
all
One
up
Piece
and-
Kai.
Yeah, because they'll be like, guys, we can make free money.
One Piece 2. That's
One
when is that
Piece
coming out?
2.
2 Piece.
It's
When's
just-
2
it's
Piece
the
coming out?
Exact same thing, but we cut out all the boring shit and make it clean.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
they do it.
So you've watched One Piece and you've had time to watch other anime this year?
Yeah,
try
I'm impressed
to-
with the amount of
Yeah.
dedication. Because I remember the first time you came on the podcast, you specifically said this thing to me. And I didn't understand what you meant at the time because I didn't know you well enough. But you were like, man, a lot of people they say they like anime and video games, but they don't really like them.
Right.
And I didn't know, because I didn't know you then, I didn't realize what you meant. But I was like, after spending more time with you and like getting to know you more, I realized, Oh, Kyle doesn't fuck around with anime.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes watch shit. Like, oh my God, this just shit. Like, I just wasted some time. Or, of course.
I don't know how you do it. You spend all your time doing all this stuff, but you're also super productive, it seems. Because you're always posting stuff and doing stuff, but then you'll be like, I just played every single Yakuza game. And you're like, what?
I tried 100% one game and I'm still regretting
Oh my
it.
God.
But I still want to do it. It's 91%. Damn.
That's gonna it's gonna take you an extra 100 hours to get that 9%.
I already put like more than 200 hours.
Yeah,
I think you also sleep either like 1 hour or like 15 hours a day, right? I can never tell.
Oh yeah, I love sleeping. Like I can just sleep for more than 10 hours. Like a pregnant lady, like I can do that all day. Seriously, every day. Well, I don't really go out, so
Oh, yeah.
I watch anime when I eat. You know.
That makes sense. That
Like
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah. Well, what have you been watching that you've enjoyed then?
Oh yeah. Also, again, another binge watch. But I've been trying to get into like a Power Ranger and also Toei. Do you remember the Toei version? I mean, nobody remembers. Nobody was born back then. But Toei version of Spider-Man.
Yes.
yes.
I've seen
Yes.
clips of that.
Yes.
That
Yes,
looks amazing.
Like
I
the
really
opening
enjoyed
one.
watching
It's
it.
like Super Sentai, but like
Yes,
Spider-Man.
that's like the beginning of Super Sentai.
Wait, so not only do you have enough time to rewatch One Piece, watch all these new shows, but now you're watching tokusatsu shit as well? Like,
yes.
how?
I know. It's so hard to keep up.
Yeah, I bet.
Sometimes because like we'll go to the video shoots and I'll be like, all right, we're gonna meet up at 8, and Kyle would turn up like dead. And you're like, I had 2 hours of sleep. I'm like, what? And you're like, yeah, I don't know, I was playing games.
God
I
damn.
wish
can't
I
help
could still
it.
live that life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I do go to dermatologist more often. My skin
The skin
cannot get-
cleared up.
Yeah,
The skin can't get old if you don't leave the house and never go in the sun.
Right.
that is true.
By the way, your skin looks great today.
Oh, thank you. I've been moisturizing more often.
Damn.
I'm
it
Ludwig.
shows.
Ludwig told
You have a
me.
skincare routine now?
Well, I just moisturize, which apparently is
Well, that's a skincare routine.
Yeah.
it helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't know this. You should just wear sunscreen every day.
Yeah.
Did you know this?
I did not know that.
I'm
Oh.
white, so first of all, it
Yeah.
matters more. but-
Right.
Well, because like, isn't it like on cloudy days or overcast days, the UV is actually stronger
Yeah.
than on a sunny day?
You just need to look at the app UV that day.
Yeah.
And if it's like over like a 3. Just
Well, why do you think all these like older women wearing those like sleeve things? Like,
I mean, I
even when
rock
it's
the
like
UV
stupid
umbrellas.
hot.
I have no shame. I just
No.
I walk
Oh,
around
you do?
in the summer, yeah, because
Cool.
I get cooked and I burn. So I was like, man, I should probably start moisturizing because I already look like 50, and I should probably start taking care of myself. I started doing the Mudan strat as well. I'm taking vitamins.
You doing the vitamins now?
I want to see if they
Did
work.
he influence you?
He influenced me. I want to see if they work. Our editor Mudan takes
Yeah,
like
yeah, of course,
27
no.
pills in like 1 day.
27? What?
It's something ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like 12 or something.
It's way too many.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, his
but you
skin is
didn't-
very fair, so I guess it makes
Yeah,
sense.
But you didn't do the health exam before.
I didn't. I'm taking an all-in-one because I figured, why not? Let's get them all. So we'll see if it helps. I'll update you guys in a few months.
Nice.
This is like the future. You're just eating pills at the end.
Yeah. Trying to be healthy, but it's so hard
Yeah.
when you fucking sit at your desk all day, and then if not, I'm traveling, and then when I'm traveling, I eat really badly.
Drink a lot and all that kind of shit. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, let's go and do a giant eating challenge.
It's just visually nice.
It is visually impressive.
Sure.
I think I'm done with eating challenge. I think just
Yeah.
after doing one, I don't know, my mind is not as strong as my stomach is a lot of the times. And seeing you guys do it, it knocks me out for just 2 days. I
It's like
think.
it's like you're eating like 3,000-4,000
Yeah,
calories.
you done the most eating challenges, I guess.
Yeah, like Chris and I have done 4 now. I
That
did.
Gyoza
I,
one
Oh,
looked
wow.
disgusting.
Yeah, that one was shit. I did one with Connor, the spiciest ramen one.
That was at least kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
ramen
was.
tasted good.
Yeah,
cool.
It was
but
just
I
too
was in
spicy.
so much pain afterwards. Like I figured it out now. I told Chris this, and I'm like, we're gonna keep doing these like eating challenges just because there's so many of them in Japan. But we're doing it once a year. Because any more than that, I am gonna die at 40. It's just not healthy at all. And sometimes, you know what? It's not worth the views. Sorry, Nikocado Avocado. I don't understand your mentality around that, but I just can't do it.
Does it affect your boil system or?
It just,
don't know.
it's just like, I don't know. You finish the meal, and
feel
even if,
awful.
even if the
Yeah.
meal was like kind of delicious, like at the beginning or whatever, like just by the end of it, you just want to die. And I'm just
That's
like,
the
I
simple
know,
mindset.
yeah. And I was like, I know this one meal has just aged me 5 years, you know, and I just don't have the mentality to be like, yeah, let's keep doing this, you know, to get the clicks. So, yeah, next one will be next year with something. I don't know.
I've noticed you've been streaming more often as well.
Oh yeah, I've been doing it for fun, but Yeah, it's
For
fun,
fun?
really. It's for fun. I don't really consider myself a streamer. Sometimes I just tell people I'm a streamer. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's the same here, you know.
yeah,
it's
right.
just like it's just like
depending on the
you know, at
occasion.
least you fully committed to it now. You fully have like transferred over.
I got hours. I got to clock in and out. I got to stream X amount of hours every month.
Oh,
So I guess it's full time. I just sign myself up to a full time job.
wow.
Fair enough.
On top of everything else you're doing.
Yeah. So fun. It's fine though. It's nice.